Since there was no Adam and Eve, how can anything of the following be true, even of imputed righteousness?
We were sinners because of Adam's sin. So through Adam, we were made sinners regardless of how we behaved. And through Jesus Christ, we're made righteous regardless of how we behaved.
Humanity receiving hereditary sin from Adam doesn't come from God.
The Son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the Father, nor the Father suffer for the iniquity of the Son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. This alone I found, that God made man upright. Man means mankind after Adam. Either Paul didn't know these scriptures, or he was using Adam as a metaphor to get the Israelites away from the old law system to Jesus' new way of righteousness, or he didn't write the Adam thing in his Romans. So you better produce your own good fruits in keeping with repentance. The purpose and function for the custodial creation story of Adam and Eve is the same purpose and function that a parent would have when their child asks them how they were born. And you might say the stork brought you, or the birds and the bees do, or you might say you came inside your mommy's tummy. But my point is, you're deflecting. You're not getting to the point how it really happens because they're not mature enough. So are you lying to them? No, you're protecting them. So the creation story, if it's not true, it's not God lying, it's protecting that generation, because they thought that the earth was flat, the hell was in the center of the earth, the stars were just stars, they didn't have planets. And if you get into telling them, well, you see, what happens is millions of years ago, you can't tell them that, because you're going to throw them off and it's going to confuse them. They had the mentality of a child's mind back then. Even though they were old on the outside, the Hebrew language has no abstract words for abstract thinking. Nicodemus, when he was told he has to be born again, an old man, he thought he had to get back inside his mother's womb because he couldn't think in the abstract, because Jesus' teachings were at the next level of human consciousness. We take it for granted, but it was another step in the development and the evolution of man. And no way am I saying we came from a monkey, because a monkey is still a monkey that didn't evolve. But I will say we came from a fish, because even in the human zygote, you have gills at one time and they de-evolve, because that information came from millions of years ago. Therefore, the creation story gave the people in Mesopotamia a sense of purpose, hope, security, direction, until they can hear it at full strength of where we really came from. Jesus capitalized on the Adam and Eve fable. Jesus, like a parent, was teaching morals between a man and a woman. The creation story of Adam and Eve didn't even come from the Jews. It came from the surrounding neighbors. That's why there's two conflicting Adam and Eve stories. Chapter 1 is from Israel. Chapter 2 is from Judah.